Zlatan Ibrahimovic is one of the most iconic footballers of all time. Besides his superhuman skills, he never allowed his age to deter him from playing the sport he loves so dearly. At one time, it even seemed like he was never going to call it quits. Sadly, a repetition of injuries has forced the AC Milan man to announce his retirement. But hey, there is no way Zlatan was going to leave without creating more history with the club. In 2022, Zlatan played a huge role in the club's historic title-winning season, which was their first in a pretty long time. Of course, the fans wanted Zlatan to stay a little longer, at least until the expiry of his contract in June 2023. But the big Swede had come to terms with the reality on ground. And that was the fact that his aging body could no longer take the bumps and bruises that came along with playing football. Zlatan, who was clearly emotional as he announced his retirement, bid the fans farewell in his last home appearance for Milan. The appreciative fans could also be seen holding up a large sign that read, "God bye." And no, there's no mistake in the spelling, as Zlatan in his usual cocky self has always viewed himself as a god in the game of football. Respect for the Swedish legend has shown in more ways than one, as his teammates also gave him the guard of honour as he waved and left the San Siro pitch. In his retirement speech, Zlatan made it clear that he was saying goodbye to playing football, but not to the fans. The legendary Swede also declared that he would be a Milanista for life. Now fast forward to November 2023, and it seems Zlatan is set to keep his promise by making an unexpected return to AC Milan. However, he will not be returning as a player, so don't expect to see him wearing the red and black, scoring jaw-dropping goals or getting into heated altercations with Romelu Lukaku. Far from it, as his new position would not require him to kit up, but rather to suit up. Yes, AC Milan have been on the lookout for a respectable figure who can act as a direct link between the club's management and the players. And it seems that the role now belongs to none other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. His new position might seem strange for someone like Zlatan, who only understands the business of football on the pitch, not off it. But if he's going to keep his promise of being a Milanista for life, then I guess that's what he has to do. I don't expect his new job to be that boring though, because even while he'll be acting as the club's ambassador, the job also places him as a member of head coach Stefano Pioli's backroom staff. What this means is that while Zlatan's administrative position will require him to sit in front of a huge desk in a spacious office, his role as a member of the coach's backroom staff also means that he gets to spend time on the pitch, at least in training. Everything seems to be in place, and we can tell you for sure that Zlatan has begun working already, as he has met with Milan's chief investment officer, Corso Venezia, to discuss future partnerships. Reports have it that the meeting between the two men lasted for as long as 2 hours, so it seems Zlatan really means business. But like I said earlier on, Zlatan understands the business of football more on the pitch than off it. Unsurprisingly, the former striker was spotted at AC Milan's Milanello training facility just a day before the club's Champions League clash with Newcastle. This also came right after his club had suffered a humiliating 5-1 defeat at the hands of their most bitter rivals, Inter Milan. Certainly, Zlatan was thrown into training to help ensure the same does not repeat itself against Newcastle United. That particular game ended in a 0-0 draw, so I guess Zlatan must have done something right in training a day before. For now, there is a great belief around the San Siro that Zlatan's leadership qualities will help him do well both on administrative and managerial level. Milan actually showed great spirit to come back from a goal down to defeat PSG 2-1 in their second leg group stage tie in the Champions League. And Zlatan, as well as the club, will be hoping that the results keep going their way for the rest of the campaign. Now, if AC Milan wanted to hire a man who knows everything about winning, then there is no better option than Zlatan, as he's been a winner right from the beginning of his career to the very end of it. He started playing professionally for Malmo in 1999 before departing for Ajax in 2001. Since then, Zlatan has practically toured Europe doing what he knows how to do best, which is score goals and prove that he's the best on the planet. I mean, where hasn't this guy played? Besides AC Milan, Malmo and Ajax, Zlatan Ibrahimovic has also played for Inter Milan, Juventus, Barcelona, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain and LA Galaxy. The legendary striker has also won as many as 13 league titles throughout the course of his career, including a memorable 3 with PSG, where he was League One's top scorer on 3 different occasions. Still, many would argue that Zlatan's greatness only stretches across domestic football, being that he never won the UEFA Champions League. However, during the latter stages of his career, he won the Europa League Cup with Manchester United. This was great for Zlatan for 2 different reasons. First, he was more than happy to silence his critics by finally lifting a European trophy. Secondly, this was the first and only time Manchester United got their hands on the Europa Cup, and with Zlatan being instrumental in their success, he forever wrote his name in United's history book. But the guys in charge at AC Milan didn't just hire Zlatan for his successes in England, Spain and France, as they also know how much he understands the Italian Serie A. It's true Zlatan Ibrahimovic didn't win the biggest prize in Italian football while playing for Juventus, but he ended up winning the Scudetto a total of 5 times with Inter Milan and AC Milan. His very first Serie A title was with Inter, where he would win 2 more to keep his tally at 3. He won the other 2 with AC Milan during his first and second spells with the club, with the last one being the most memorable, as it was Milan's first league title in 11 long years. Who else but Zlatan could inspire the red and black side of Milan to such a historic moment? This shows just how much Zlatan knows about winning the Scudetto. So if AC Milan are going to dethrone current champions Napoli, then they'll need someone like Zlatan on their side, whether he's on the pitch or not. As for understanding the footballing culture at AC Milan, Zlatan would have gained valuable experience during the 5 years he spent there. He's played with some really great players across 2 spells with the club, and he's made many friends with the guys behind the scenes at the San Siro. He clearly understands the Milan way. Everything from the way they train, eat, the winning mentality, and the overall pedigree of the iconic football club, who isn't just one of the biggest in Italy, but also one of the most successful teams in Europe. In fact, only Real Madrid have won more Champions League titles than AC Milan, and Zlatan would be looking to reduce the margin by the end of the 2023-24 season. Let's not forget that Zlatan Ibrahimovic is also a club hero, as he made a total of 163 appearances for Milan, scoring as many as 93 goals in the process. So, if not for anything else, everyone at Milan, especially the fans, would be more than glad to have him back. But we all know Zlatan is no mediocre fellow. For him, returning to AC Milan isn't just for fun, it's for the purpose of helping them win trophies. The ex-Swedish captain has embraced a winning mentality all his life. He understands that winning starts with believing in one's abilities, and this is a philosophy he would want to instill in the new crop of AC Milan players. But crying out loud, how many players can boldly say they are better than Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? Who else but Zlatan? Yeah, he scored 570 plus goals throughout his career, which is below the 800 plus goals both Ronaldo and Messi have scored respectively. But still, Zlatan doesn't believe there's a player in the world better than him. If he can get his mentality into the heads of the current AC Milan players, then we might see the club go back to its glory days, where they dominated the Italian league as well as the entire Europe. So guys, do you think Zlatan returning to AC Milan in a managerial position is a good or a bad move? Let's have your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel, because there's more awesome football content where this came from. See you in the next one.